The sun breaks in through the window pane. Steam from the coffee, a slow burning flame. Feet on the floor, another day starts. Rolling ahead with a light in my heart. Clouds might gather, the road might bend, but I keep moving, no need to pretend. Past is behind, the fire still glows. Where the wind takes me, nobody knows. Just keep it rolling, don't lose the flame. Keep it burning, let it stay the same. Ride with the wind, don't fight the rain. Storms will pass, the sun remains. Every step's a story, every breath a song. Sing it loud, keep moving on. Keep moving forward, just roll along, roll along, roll along. Lessons learned like stones in a stream. Some sink away, some shine in between. The weight gets heavy, the nights feel cold, but I found my way in stories retold. No need to rush, no need to chase. Every small step still holds its place. The rhythm of life, like the waves on the shore. I take what it gives, I don't ask for more. Just keep it rolling, don't lose the flame. Keep it burning, let it stay the same. Ride with the wind, don't fight the rain. Storms will pass, the sun remains. Every turn, every mile, a piece of the ride. Some days I drift, some days I glide. Through every moment, through every flame. The world keeps spinning, I do the same. The fire still flickers, the ember still glows. Wherever I land, the rhythm still flows. With every sunrise, with every sigh, I take what I need and I let it fly.
Wake up slow, let the morning shine. The Cove calls us, it's a peaceful sign. Coffee brewing, bowls packed tight. Gathering with Ganja, everything feels right. Feet in the sand, hearts open wide. We're all connected, no need to hide. With every toke, the worries fade. Sunday mornings where love's displayed. Gather us with Ganja, let the spirit flow. Feel the warmth from the highs we know. Together we rise with each slow exhale. In the Cove, good vibes prevail. Gather us with Ganja, let joy abide. Peace and unity side by side. Breathe in deep, let your soul ignite. Together we shine in the morning light.
Wake up slow, let the morning shine. The Cove calls us, it's a peaceful sign. Coffee brewing, Bowls packed tight, gathering with ganja, everything feels right. Feet in the sand, hearts open wide, we're all connected. No need to hide with every toke, the worries fade. Sunday mornings where love's displayed. Gather us with ganja, let's hear it flow. Feel the warmth from the highs we know. Together we rise with each slow exhale. In the cove, good vibes prevail. Gather us with ganja, let joy abide. Peace and unity side by side. Breathing deep, let your soul ignite. Together we shine in the morning light. Vibes prevail.
Tide rolls in with the hush and sway. Quiet peace at the edge of day. Steam from the mug curls into the air, like thoughts that wander without a care. The sunlight peeks through the window glow. A world still gentle, soft and slow. No need to rush, no need to know. Cove-TV morning, let's start the show. Let it rise, let it breathe, let it flow like the light creeping in, soft and low. Every moment is a place to grow, just sip it slow, you're not alone. Coffee and calm and hearts that know the rhythm of dawn has its own tempo. So wherever you are, let your smile show. We begin together and that's all we need to know. A porch creaks under barefoot steps, a quiet nod, the kind that's kept. Don't need noise to feel the beat, just a rhythm that rises beneath your feet. The world might spin, but here we stay, a breath at a time, a better way. Sun's in our corner, letting us glow. Cove-TV morning, let's start the show. And if you woke up heavy today, still welcome here anyway. We don't need plans, just need to feel. Even slow mornings can help you heal. So take that puff or close your eyes. Watch how the light climbs in the sky. You got time, let the worries go. Cove-TV morning, let's start the show. Let it rise, let it breathe, let it flow like the light creeping in, soft and low. Every moment is a place to grow, just sip it slow, you're not alone. Coffee and calm and hearts that know the rhythm of dawn has its own tempo. So wherever you are, let your smile show. We begin together and that's all we need to know. morning, folks. Let's start the show.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. What up, Cornbread? Good morning.
Good morning, Beans. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's actually like super cool here this morning, so I'll take it. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Good morning, Boxman. How are you, brother? I hope you were having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Kay. I hope you're off to a good morning.
Good morning, Mama Roo. How are you? I hope you were having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Crystal. I hope you're off to a good morning.
Good morning, Ma. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Yvonne. I hope you're off to a good morning.
I hope everybody's off to a dope start to their day. Let's wake and bake, y'all. Cheers, everybody.
The sun peeks in through the open blinds, steam from the cup and peace on my mind. You roll it up with a smile so wide, and we pass the time with nothing to hide. The quiet hum of a waking tune as gentle rays drift through the room. These mornings speak in ways so true, I'd never want to start without you. Wake up with you, and the morning feels right. The cove's where we glow in that first morning light. Each laugh, each spark, a harmony true. This place means the world, 'cause it starts with you. We're slow and steady, there's no need to rush. The outside world don't pull on us much. The smoke curls up in the soft sunrise, and love sits warm behind tired eyes. Coffee in hand and a breeze through the screen, just the soft kind of peace that lives in between. It's not about plans or things we do, it's about feeling this high with you. Wake up with you, and the morning feels right. The cove's where we glow in that first morning light. Each laugh, each spark, 'cause it starts with you. There's a peace here that's quiet and deep, the kind you carry, the kind you keep, in coffee and laughter in the morning glow. The Cove is the home that my spirit knows. Wake up with you and the morning feels right. The Cove's where we glow in that first morning light. Each laugh, each spark, a harmony true. This place means the world, 'cause it starts with you.
Good morning, Ash. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. How's everybody's morning going so far? What has everybody got planned for their day? Cornbread, what do you got going on today?
Absolutely nothing.
Nice. Yeah, I hopefully get to meet with a couple people today and work on a few show things. I'm not really sure. We'll see what the day brings, honestly. It's been a pretty good morning so far, and just going to kind of keep that going. Yeah, it should be a dope day. We got our second half of dodgeball registration this afternoon. If you are not on a dodgeball team, please do so. Our season starts on Saturday. We always kick it off with a bang with the tournament, and then we'll roll into the season. But yeah. And off. I mean, there's a show tonight, but I don't think we're really doing anything. We're kind of in between shows right now, so
It's
definitely.
nice.
What up?
It's a nice.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for what's coming out on Thursdays. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fun. Good morning, Mom. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Just hanging out watching the sunrise. I really like this camera.
It's nice.
Right. The one camera that I was watching, what we watched with the boats, the ferry. Every morning there's a big ass spider on that camera, so I don't go to that camera. Fuck that camera.
The spider can have the camera.
Yeah, for real. I'm good on that. And it's crazy. Every morning, and then he'll leave with the camera. And it's like, bro, this is just his home. Like, he just goes there at night to sleep. Just kind of hung out last night and was watching a documentary on wheat and flour in Minneapolis and Minnesota. That was really interesting. Did you know that Pillsbury was formed in Minnesota?
No.
Minneapolis, right on St. Anthony Falls. We are 5 minutes from 4:20. Everybody will hang out. We got This Day in History coming up. No Dodgeball News Network this morning because there's really nothing to cover right now. So we'll do a bit of a longer morning speaker and then hang out this afternoon. We'll find something cool to do, but it is dodgeball registration. And yeah, just kind of see what the day brings. I don't know. 4 minutes out. Make sure that you're getting stoned words in. Yeah. It's been a pretty good morning though. I felt like I slept really good, which is the first time in a long time. And got up this morning and been working on stuff and trying to get a jump on the end of the month, beginning of the month stuff. Because I thought today was the last day of the month. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not ready for this, but it's tomorrow, so I might be ready. I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. That's crazy, Kay. Dope. Oh, 3 months out? Oh, careful. Morgan's been up and playing and went back to sleep, and now she's up playing again.
She had that little snooze, and then she's like, okay, play again.
Yep. Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. Good morning.
You're silly.
Oh.
Ooh, get you scratchies. Hi. You silly. I don't really want it. 2 minutes out, everybody. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot. Always a lot. Right at the end of the month, beginning of the month. But it's okay. 1 minute out, everybody. Nope. Much love, Box Man. Just keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing.
Got this.
Right. It's almost 4:20. The clock up there is not right at all. It's like an hour and 15 minutes off.
I was gonna say that clock is totally wrong.
Yeah, it's not right at all. Happy 420, everybody.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers, cheers, everybody. So, what does everybody know this morning? Anybody have anything cool going on today? Anybody got anything cool for news? I guess luckily Hawaii and all them fared pretty well from the tsunami stuff, so that's good news. Dude, I got nothing.
My God, it's nothing.
Let's see what we got for Good News Network this morning. Damn, this dog recognized some dude's seizure. A shelter dog who detected a man's oncoming seizure, having never been trained to do so, has found a forever home after applications flooded in. Sienna, the pit bull lab mix, she's fucking adorable, by the way, made headlines around the country in June for her medical instincts on display all unexpectedly at an adoption event in Rustburg, Virginia. On that fateful day, Sienna broke away from the crowd of dogs, appreciative attendees, and familiar caretakers, walking right up to a man at a slight distance from the center of the event. She sat down, looked at him in the eye, put her paw on his leg, and refused to leave his side. She sat quietly at his feet, refused to budge, and softly placed her paw on his leg. Sienna's shelter, called Friends of Campbell County Animal Control of Virginia, said in a Facebook post. It wasn't a trick. It wasn't prompted. It was pure intuition. She then started pawing at his leg. Despite never receiving training on how to detect medical emergencies, Sienna knew something was wrong. The man, Josh J. Davis, had forgotten to take his epilepsy medication that morning, and it seemed Sienna knew before anyone else did. It looked like something you'd see in the movies. She kept putting her paw on his leg and like, hey, are you paying attention to me? I'm trying to talk to you. We were all kind of standing around like, did that just happen? That's crazy. The final quote says, don't overlook the stray dogs that's in your local shelter. All of them have amazing traits about them. Absolutely.
Yeah. Good morning, Gary.
Hey, good morning, Gary. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Well, that's all war shit. That seems weird to read. Why are all these stories sad? They all start so sad. I don't know. We do have This Day in History coming up. We can play a song and dive into that. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Oh, yeah. Vibes are high, no coming down. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Just vibes on high. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Oh, yeah, yeah. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove.
Good morning, Magic. How are you, brother? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning.
All right, this day in history for July 31st, the last freaking day of July. That's crazy. Here we go.
Welcome back. As you can see, I'm back at my desk today. I think the lighting is much friendlier over here. Not going to trouble my pretty little head about whether the air conditioner comes on right now. I've been out on errands and I'm still trying to cool down. I may or may not do much editing on today's episode, we'll see. Enough with the personal jibber-jabber, though. Grab your favorite cuppa and let's see what we have lined up for today. Hi there and welcome to This Day in History for July 31st. Here we are at the very end of July already. July 31st is the 212th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 213th in leap years, with 153 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is animism. Animism is a noun. Merriam-Webster says, animism means a doctrine according to which the immaterial soul is the vital principle responsible for every organic development, or an attribution of consciousness, life, and a discrete indwelling spirit to every material form of reality, as to such objects as plants and stones, and to such natural phenomena as thunderstorms and earthquakes, often including the belief in the continued existence of individual disembodied spirits capable of exercising a benign or malignant influence. Let's see if we can figure out a simpler way to say this. Animism has been described as the attribution of living souls to inanimate objects. The belief that natural objects such as plants, rocks, rivers, animals, weather, and other entities, even the universe itself, usually perceived as inanimate or non-human, have souls, spirits, or consciousness. If you'd like an example sentence, we might say that many indigenous cultures practice animism, honoring spirits believed to reside in trees, mountains, and animals. Or, animism suggests a sense of interconnectedness between humanity and the natural world. Fascinating concept, animism. The word animism comes to us from a Latin word that had to do with breath, spirit, or life force. First known use of the word animism is in the 1830s. Animism is often regarded as one of humanity's earliest forms of religious belief. Animism. Today's word animism was suggested by viewer CJ. Thanks, CJ. And if you have a word you'd like to suggest for this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments and we'll get it on the list. And with that, 7 days after a Spanish treasure fleet of 12 ships left Havana, Cuba for Spain, 11 of them sank in a storm off the coast of Florida on July 31st, 1715. A few centuries later, treasure has been salvaged from those wrecks. New York International Airport was dedicated at Idlewild Field in New York City on July 31st, 1948. It would later be renamed John F. Kennedy International Airport. This is the birthday of Norman Quinton Cook, born Quinton Leo Cook on July 31st, 1963 in Bromley, Kent, England. He began using the name Norman when he was bullied for the name Quinton. Now he's known professionally as the English musician, DJ, and producer Fatboy Slim, a moniker he took in 1995. He says of that name that it doesn't mean anything, it's just an oxymoron, a word that can't exist. Kinda suits me, is kinda goofy and ironic. I see 4 albums as Norman Cook, 4 albums as Fatboy Slim, and too many to count of tracks, remixes, and other albums and singles credited to this individual, no matter what name he might have been using. Norman Cook, a.k.a. Fatboy Slim. Today's song is Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim. Weapon of Choice, the song, was released in April 2001 as a double A-side single from his 3rd studio album, Halfway Between the Gutter and the Stars. The single peaked at number 10 on the UK singles chart. I don't know if I would ever have had awareness of this song but for the music video starring Christopher Walken. It's amazing how things come together sometimes. The music video for Weapon of Choice was directed by Spike Jonze. It was filmed at the Marriott Hotel, now the LA Grand Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Christopher Walken was trained as a dancer. Did you know that? He trained as a dancer in musical theater before his acting career. He had asked Spike Jonze to film him dancing, leading to this unique role. Fatboy Slim had planned to make a cameo appearance in this video, but his wife was giving birth that weekend. The video for Weapon of Choice earned 6 MTV Video Music Awards in 2001, including Best Choreography for Christopher Walken, and topped VH1's Top 100 Videos list in 2002. Oh, but wait, there's more. Interest in the video was revived in the 2020s when Christopher Walken was cast as Shaddam IV in Dune Part 2, coincidentally referenced in the song's lyrics, "Walk without rhythm and it won't attract the worm." Also, the line, "Tone of my voice," may be the titular weapon, as mentioned in Dune, suggesting that the voice is the weapon of choice. That's pretty deep, isn't it? By the way, there's no indication that these lines in this song have anything to do with Christopher Walken getting the part as Emperor Shaddam IV in this Dune movie, but it's an interesting thing to consider, isn't it? Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim. Link in the description. How about that? For today's quote, we have one suggested by viewer, fellow content creator, and friend Adam Bauer. And it is only a short trip. Enjoy it. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlists in the description. You can find me on BitChute, Facebook, Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, and X, as well as on a blog page called No Really. No Really. No, really. Consider following my Day in History page on Facebook if you're on Facebook. I also have a Patreon account now, or you can buy me a coffee All those links are in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Yes, please make sure that you are following Vicki on all the platforms that she mentioned. Much love, Vicki B. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday morning. Thank you so much for this day in history. Every single day, you're incredible. Good morning, Brittany. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday morning. Good morning, Mindy. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday morning. I had to look twice when I saw the song of the day today. I was like, wait, what? They could be Get Down with some Fatboy Slim. Let's go. Yes, let's go, CJ. That's fucking dope. I love the different words of the day. Quotes. Her segment has come so far. It's so great. And CJ, let's go. All right, here we go. Song of the day. Fatboy Slim and Bootsy Collins. Cheers, cheers, y'all. I was gonna say, Chance, that's not right. That's not right at all. What are you doing in Chicago, bro? Well, dope. Where you headed? I hope you have a safe flight, man.
Safe travels.
That threw me for a loop, though, for real. I read it. I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't say Otsego, Michigan at all. And now that doesn't say what you're smoking on, because you're not, because you're in the airport. She's just like, cheers from Otsego, Michigan, smoking on a Gorilla Glue flower. So, you got me good this morning, Chance. You got me good. Yeah, that was great. I just told Vicki, I was like, great song of the day pick. Let's fucking go. I always love them old school DJs like Junkie XL. Love Junkie XL. It's Thursday. If you are not on a dodgeball team, please reach out. Let me know. Dodgeball registration is open. We'll continue some dodgeball registration this afternoon. Hopefully the bear camera works decent, maybe. It's been super laggy. I don't know why. Like, it's just the pulling through at the internet. I don't think it might be the heat, but like, it looks fine on my end, but all you guys see is skipping.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Don't mess with the bear cam.
Don't mess with the bear cam. Don't poke the bear cam.
We like the bear cam.
Morgan's bored and Steve is passed out sleeping.
Oh, Athena is out. Like light right now.
I don't know where it went. Where did you? It's on the floor. Hey, it's not over there. It's on the floor up here. Up there. She's so smart. Normally I can just like be like, yo, fool, it's over yonder way, and she knows. But she's super bored this morning. She's probably gonna go back to sleep. Morgan man. And now that Steve is laying right here, she can't just come and jump on the bed. So she's gonna have to keep going around, and she's gonna get annoyed.
Oh, okay.
It's a baby. It's just a baby. It's a baby.
So, like, Steve's at, like, the foot of the bed near you.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Now I see why she has to go around.
Yeah. Because she's terrified of cats. She's had her ass whooped plenty of times by Kiki, our old cat, and she knows better. So she just gives them their space. Even when like Steve's gotten super used to Morgan, and he'll like walk right up to her and like brush up against her and stuff like that, and she's all like, "Whoa, dude, I'm not used to this," because like none of the other cats used to be like that. Like they would lay together, but they didn't really associate. Oh, careful. Oh man, let me grab a different song. I forgot I have everything open.
Do you have a rough morning?
What up?
I'm asking Athena, she had a rough morning. She's like all comfy on the couch, passed out with blankets. Text box, man.
Dang.
Yeah, it's cloudy here.
Dang, they're like what, 6.5, 7.5 weeks old, 6.5 weeks old? Puppies.
What?
Puppies?
They are 7 weeks. They'll be 8 weeks next Monday.
That's fucking crazy already. And
They're pretty big now.
Yeah, and say now they're getting past the point of like being adorable little like. Now they're just they're not adorable little bastards. They're just little bastards.
Yeah.
Like once they have full eyesight and they can move around decently and have good body motion, it's over. The whole fucking gig is over. It's all the mask has come off and it's destroy everything and let shit and piss all over everything.
Ever since we gave them the medicine and shit like that, they've been fucking.
Let's go.
They've been gaining weight like fucking crazy,
Yeah.
and they're big. So.
And you can probably really see the size difference from the smallest to the largest one. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Little puppies, dude. Oh my gosh, they're so fucking amazing. But no, so much no.
I want to say the smallest one right now, and she's not like fucking small, like you can see her ribs type thing, but she's tiny, or he's tiny, is the other Brindle.
That's what like when Morgan was the smallest pup, and right away that's when I was like, that's the one. That's the one. She's so tiny, teen tot. Still is. Yeah, for real. Puppies are ridiculous. I love puppies, but man, oh man. I just feel like even if you are like an avid dog person and you raise dogs for like, you never know what you're doing, like you're getting into with a puppy. Like it's always way more than you expected it to be.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
Like
Yeah,
what the fuck just happened? And yeah, a bunch of them. Like I'm good on that.
You want 9 of them, Beans?
I don't want 9 of them. I'm trying to find the first picture we took of Morgan when we first got her. Like her head is never growing. It's always been that big. Her body just grew into it. I'm surprised she didn't fall over all the time.
Top heavy head.
Yeah, her head, she's always had this big old goofy looking black head.
I love puppies too, Ma. But they're a lot of work.
But yes,
Yes, Brittany, that part hasn't been to that part just yet. We have like a little tray in there, and they do know how to use it, and I take it out and spray it off. So, oh my god,
there's more. Yeah, her head has never grown. It's always been that giant fucking noggin on her.
Her head is bigger than her body.
Yeah, she's always had a huge head, and now it's normal size because, well, it's always been that size.
That's just a little bitty Morgan. Now look at her.
Mm-hmm. She was such a teeny tiny little tot.
She is adorable.
Yeah, right away it was sold.
Today is the day, though. Today is the day that we're going to take pictures of each individual puppy. So I can post them. So they can go to their forever home. That's what I should do today. Yeah, that's a good idea. There, I just planned something for myself to do today.
Hey, let's go. There we go. See what else I got for Morgan pictures we haven't shown.
Do you all want to see them?
Let's go. Puppers.
Like, yeah, look at those bellies and like that one's the smallest right there, that Brenda one.
Oh.
But I could be wrong. Yeah, and then they have like 15 toys in here because I went on a toy spree. Hi, Pop-Up. Hi, Pop-Ups. Hi. Oh. Hi.
What up, little ones?
Hi, Pop-Ups.
They're whole ass dogs now, right? What up, dude?
Yeah, there's something else.
Woo, 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 woo.
Hi, Pop-Up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, that's what I mean right there. That's how they're getting big. 'Cause they're climbing up the
Yeah. For
cage.
long,
And
they're going to push that thing over.
oh, I'm waiting for it. And then there's that one that just lays over there.
A sleeper.
Oh. They're in a different spot now. They seem to like it.
And this is Lucy. That was my pit bull Rottweiler I had before Morgan.
Oh, wow.
She was a massive giant of a dog.
She is beautiful.
Yeah, she was so pretty. Yeah, I had her since she was a little pup. She passed away when she was 8. She's a great dog, though. Puppies.
Now they all lay back down as soon as I walk away. I think they know their little routine now. Trying to get them into a routine.
That's the hardest part because their dumb little brains just keep forgetting all the time.
I got somewhat been working with them with the treats and stuff like that, which is they do love cage treats. They do.
Everybody loves case treats.
So anybody that, get the puppy, they're gonna have to order their treats from Kay.
Oh shit, we do have our morning speaker coming up. We can play a song and I gotta start looking for one. But we can start heading to that direction at some point.
Yes, Ma. I do like the little goats that jump all over the place too. Ryan wants a goat so bad.
I just want to say my personal opinion. I do not find the goat passing out videos funny or cute. My heart breaks every fucking time, and that's just my opinion. And I understand that everybody feels like other people might feel differently, and that is fine. But to me, I can't do it, man. Those poor goats. Why would you do that? Breaks my damn heart.
I told Ryan that if he got a fading goat, I was like, you're not going to sit there and go out there and fucking scare all the time. I said, nope.
No, that shit's fucked up. Who does that?
I said, I will put a stop to that. I said, I'll seriously put the goat in bed with us. I don't care.
That's fine. And every night, I'm just going to smack you in the face once and wake you up and scare the shit out of you. It's all fine. No, I know. They all. But I'm just saying, I know that those I can't do it, man. Those poor goats. They don't.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. I'll play a song and start looking for a morning speaker. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning. The pen's in my hand. Ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance. So close you can almost taste it. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Oh. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
Good morning, Deb. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday morning. All right, I do have a morning speaker picked out. It's a bit of a long one, kind of like the last one. It's about an hour, but it's going to be a good one. We'll play one more song, and we will dive on in. I hope everybody's having a dope Thursday morning. This dodgeball registration is open, so if you are not on a dodgeball team, please say something. Message me. Let me know, and we'll get you on a dodgeball team. There are 1 or 2 full teams. I know the hash hitters are full, but I know there are plenty of spots on other teams. So let me know. All right, here we go. Cheers, everybody.
Well, I came home like a stone, and I fell heavy into your arms. These days of darkness, which we've known, will blow away with this new sun. But I'll kneel down, wait for now. And I'll kneel down, know my ground. And I will wait you. So break my step and relent. Well, you forgave and I won't forget. Know what we've seen and him with less. Now in some way shake the excess. 'Cause I will wait for you. And I will wait for you. And I will wait for you. And I will wait for you. Now I'll be old as well as strong, and use my head alongside my heart. So tame my flesh and fix my eyes. A tethered mind freed from the lies. And I'll kneel down, wait for now. I'll kneel down, know my ground. Woo! Raise my hands, paint my spirit gold, and bow my head, keep my heart slow. 'Cause I will wait for you. And I will wait for you. And I will wait for you. And I will wait for you.
That's such a dope song. All right, this morning we are going to go with a Kobe Bryant. This was his interview talk at USC. I don't know exactly the year, but anything Kobe Bryant's always good. Here we go. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. Here we go.
Please welcome our guest, Kobe Bryant.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Man, if I knew college was going to be like this, I would have took my butt to school.
Welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming to USC. Checking it out for maybe your 3 daughters who are on their way here.
Yeah. One for sure. My other one's like, she's obsessed about going to UConn. So we'll have to try to figure that out.
She's obsessed with UConn. By the time she's old enough USC women's basketball will be where UConn is now.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. That'll make my wife extremely happy. Keep both of her babies home. So.
Speaking of that last over the weekend, Arike Ogunbowale, when she hit the winning shot both in the final and the semifinal, yelled "Mamba mentality." was that easy for you to listen to?
Well, I mean, I love watching great players do phenomenal things, and it's always, it always makes you feel good that what I've done throughout my career has inspired the next generation, But, my daughter just looked at me after the game. She goes, we probably should have stayed home. Because we were at the game. We went to the game to see UConn. And, after she says that, she's like, man, we should have just stayed home. Yeah.
Great performance. It was such a clutch shot, both of them.
Yeah.
Today, as I mentioned, we want to focus on like three things primarily. When we talk about mindset and mentality, we certainly want to talk about your competitive philosophy. We want to talk about leadership and then some of the lessons through basketball. We're on a strict time schedule. We're going to get you out of here by 1:30. Some students will ask questions at the end, but do you mind if we dive right in?
Sure.
All right.
Let's go.
So let's start with Dear Basketball, which began as a poem, almost a love letter to basketball. Can you tell us the origin of that writing and how it went from a written poem to a movie?
Well, I mean, it was just thinking about how was I going to announce that I was going to walk away from the game. And for the most part, as athletes, we tend to think about that in terms of communicating that to the public or to fans. And but I realized I hadn't really had a chance to speak to the game itself. And so I decided that was going to be my focus. And once I had that focus, the words came pretty quickly. I actually wrote 2 drafts within about 30 minutes. And the first one was more confrontational in nature because it felt like the game was trying to tell me you need me. And you can't walk away from this. This is.
Good morning, Cheryl. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday morning. We are just hanging out. Just started our morning speaker, Kobe Bryant, this morning. We have a bunch left. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Here we go.
Who you are. And so the first tone was more confrontational. It was like, no, I can walk away from you. I can do something without you, And then like in every argument, you kind of calm down and you start seeing all the beautiful things that you've learned from the game, which is the second draft that, you guys hear now. But I wanted to make sure it was visual. So it's easy to say, tell the game, I love you so much. But instead I wanted to paint a picture with that. So if a kid is rolling his dad's stinky tube socks up, chances are you love the game enough to do that, So it's trying to say things visually. And fortunate enough, Glenn Keane believed in the vision, and John Williams believed in the vision, and we turned it into an animated film.
And give us a little bit of what's it like to be nominated and to win an Academy Award. You talk about being a kid and rolling up and playing basketball your whole life. When you were a kid, did you ever dream of hearing, and the Oscar goes to?
No, no. I mean, I grew up in Italy, okay? So like, I didn't even know Oscars was a thing. Like, I had no idea, And so when the nominations came out, we were nominated. It was like, oh, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty insane. And then to actually win it, I remember winning and just looking at my wife and going, what the fuck? It's just like, what? Okay, all right, this happened. All right. And I remember after we won it, we got in the car and, it was like a late night, right? So we out hanging out and stuff. And it's like 4 a.m. We're in the car going back and I look at my wife and I go, now we got to follow this shit up.
So we're going to talk about Gravity Studios and what projects you have coming, but you're right, you've set a pretty high bar.
Just a little bit, but I don't know what the hell. You do what with Glenn Keane and John Williams, it's all downhill after that. It's like, but no, it's been a fantastic experience. It's been wonderful. But even more important than that, I got a lot of funny looks my last year when people said, okay, what are you going to do when you retire? And I said, well, I'm going to be a storyteller. Okay, that's cute. What is that? So, well, I tell stories. Okay, all right. But so when you retire, you're going to go through different stages. You're going to be depressed the first week, the second week. And they would tell me this all the time. And so I felt like the nomination was validation that this thing is real. And I can do this. I do have talent other than dribbling and shooting the basketball. I can actually write. Yeah. And so I think that was the most important thing.
That is a great lesson. No matter what you do, there's other talents that you haven't nurtured yet that are sort of waiting there for you. Let's talk about your focus on basketball, since that was the predominant part of your life. When did you start playing basketball, and at what age did it become your primary focus?
I think I was born to play, man. I started playing at like 2 years old. And my father wasn't one of these fathers that was like, you're going to play basketball, or, he wasn't one of those guys. It was just I was just around the game a lot, and I gravitated to the ball, and I was completely geeking out about like the smell of the ball and like the way it sounds when it hits concrete versus how it hits a parquet floor, and like the sound of the nets and the different material of the nets. And, there's certain basketball hoops, like in high school gyms and in college gyms, the rim sits slightly above the lower part of the backboard. And it was like, I was geeking out if I got into a gym which was like the NBA, with the lower extension of the backboard and the hoop were completely parallel with each other. Like little shit like that would freak me out. So to answer your question, I was born to do this thing, man, and I did it nonstop all day long, from the age of 2 to when I retired, man.
And it's interesting from the movie and from what you say, it is as though when you fall in love with something, truly fall in love with it, you don't really have a choice. It chooses you.
Right.
And then you sort of become, indebted to that. So it's interesting to see it come out as a love letter, because no one probably would assume that would be the way you would express it.
Sure. Well, no, I mean, it's that's the trick, isn't it? It's finding what you love to do. I mean, we talk about hard work all the time. It's like, man, if you got to get up every single morning and remind yourself how hard you need to work, you probably need to choose a different profession, because that shouldn't be there. I wake up in the morning excited to get to it. If I'm not training, I'm missing it. If I'm not watching a game of basketball, I miss it. There's no place I'd rather be. And if you have that feeling, then you're truly doing what God has put you on this earth to do.
Great advice. And then you left, you went from high school. You didn't leave high school. You graduated from high school. You went directly to the NBA. You were so young, you were 17, that your parents had to sign your first NBA contract.
Yeah.
So,
right.
You're the youngest person not only on the team but in the league. We've got a bunch of graduating students who are probably going to their first full-time job. Do you have any advice for students entering an organization and being the youngest person, not in the room but in the whole company?
Well, I mean, in business, it's a little different. It's. I think the best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb, to be a sponge. Right? But you always want to outwork your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that. And that's what I tried to do when I first came in the league. But, basketball is such a direct competition sport that me coming in at 17, I hated when, like, my teammates would say, I get hit with an elbow, right? Shaq would hit me with an elbow in practice. And, like, Nick Van Exel would come up and say, are you okay? I'm like, motherfucker, what? Are you okay? What the hell's wrong with you? So like I always had that extra chip on my shoulder. So like every day in practice for me was really trying to annihilate everybody that I was playing against. Because I wanted to prove you don't need to babysit me. Like I'm fine, And so it's always that competitive nature, the work ethic, and curiosity. Because I asked a lot of questions. Playing with Byron Scott, I asked him a lot of questions. Eddie Jones, who was great at chasing guards off the screens, and I didn't understand how to do that. I would sit with him before practice, after practice. Magic, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, Kareem Abdul, all the Laker greats. I would always sit down and just ask them questions about certain games that I studied growing up. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? Why? Bird tough to defend. Why? Because you look slow as shit to me. So like, I'm missing something. So like, tell me what I'm missing. You know what I mean? And so I would always ask questions and try to learn as much as I could. Right? No? I was a different generation. You guys probably never even seen Larry Bird play, which is...
Just
how many have seen Larry Bird play?
Hey, everybody's seen Larry Bird play.
That's not a high enough percentage. We got some work to do.
They are, they are 18 to 22, so it's before their time. But I just thought that could be the greatest meme to send to Boston this afternoon.
Well, my kids have never seen Jordan play, so
yeah, that's crazy.
They don't know.
That's crazy.
They don't know. I swear.
Let's dive into your mindset, because I really think that you have so many things that translate beyond sports. When we talk about mindset and beliefs, we talk about limiting beliefs as sort of being the ceiling of your potential. How you think about yourself, whether positively or negatively, that's probably what your potential is. How do you stretch your beliefs and make sure you are continually pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone and your capabilities?
I just dream. I dream. I have dreams, and dreams is they should be pure. I think a lot of times, when we're born into this world, we actually wind up going backwards. And it seems like the more we mature, the more responsible our dreams become, and the more governors we put on ourselves and our ability to dream and to reimagine. And it's always a fight for us parents and for you guys to make sure that your dreams always stay pure. And so it's not a matter of pushing beyond your limitations or expectations. It's really a matter of protecting your dreams, protecting your imagination. That's really the key. And when you do that, then the world just seems limitless.
And when you set your dreams, a lot of times, especially in business and entrepreneurship, you have a big vision, and people will instantly start asking you how you'll do it. And so what we tell people is don't get caught up with the how, because if you know every step to accomplish your dream, you haven't really dreamed big enough. Yeah. You should know every step of the way, and you'll have a tendency to walk it back. And so I would say, be unrealistic in your dreams as well. Well, let's talk about one game in particular. We're not going to cover basketball highlights because we'd be here for months. But let's talk about one game and how that sort of shatters the notion of what some people might think is possible. In 2006, against the Toronto Raptors, you scored 81 points, which is second only to Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points. No one has really come close to your total since. People have been in the 60s, including you. You went 28 of 46 shooting, 18 of 20 free throws. You scored 55 in the second half and 28 of your team's final 31 points. There's the scorebook above us that shows the scorebook. And the answer to the trivia question, who was the second leading scorer of that game, is?
I have no idea.
Smush Parker. Oh, it's so good. So
what do you have, 4?
He had 13. He had 13. But it was something that if you were watching it, it just kept building.
Now you know why I had to score 81. Tough days, man. That was tough.
If you do look at that lineup, you do understand it.
See, I'm not even.
But at the time, the owner of the Lakers, Jerry Buss, said it was like watching a miracle happen. And for those of us who watched it on TV or were there, it really was one of those things you just couldn't believe was possible. Did you during the game, did you have to sort of reset your beliefs? I know Lamar Odom was saying you can't get 60, right. You can't get 70. Or did you just let it flow and whatever happened? Or were you really gunning for numbers?
No, I always dreamed as a kid that, it was possible to score 80 or 90 or 100. I always just had a dream. Sometimes you lay down in bed and you visualize things and you just kind of, that's at least how I would go to sleep. I'd lay down, I'd imagine playing for the Lakers, and I would imagine what the uniforms look like. I'd imagine where we'd be playing and, the smell of the arena and all sorts of stuff. And I would see myself, getting hot, and score 10 straight points. But in a dream, why would you ever interrupt that? You're not going to have a dream and be okay, and then he misses his next 6. It's not going to happen. So you just keep dreaming and dreaming and dreaming. And before I go to sleep, I'm at 120 points, And so when you grow up, downloading that into your brain over and over and over. And then, that summer, I made 1,000 shots a day. 1,000, right? That's on top of weight training and my conditioning. I made 1,000 shots, and they weren't just shots. It were shots that you saw in that game. There were specific shots. I mean, it was coming out of the corner, going to the pinch post, footwork in the post, coming off the screen. It was very specific. So when you download that into your system and you go out in the court and you're just executing things that you've done thousands of times before, and you have that dream, then that becomes possible.
Yeah, everything's been not choreographed, but it's been practiced so many times that it's second nature.
There's why reinvent it? Like I don't understand that. You go out and play the game and you're just trying to create something new. No, this is what I do. This is what I do extremely well. You're gonna have to stop me from doing that. And if you do stop me from doing that, I have a counter to that. Done.
Years later, you watched a replay of that game and you live tweeted what you were thinking. And I thought that the students would like to see some of your tweets from watching that game.
I don't remember what the hell I said.
So this is awesome. So it says, watching the game now, I missed easy shots. I could have had 100. Down 14, I'm heating up. At this point, I wouldn't pass a kidney stone. And then lastly...
Damn, I should have been a comedian, man. What the hell?
And then lastly, I knew I should have got a fresh haircut for this game.
Yeah. Yeah, but missing 2 free throws is kind of ridiculous, though. Like, you make all those shots and you miss 2 free throws, it's just kind of silly.
It happens.
Yeah.
Let's talk about mindset and philosophy, because we tell students that it's very important that you have a personal philosophy. In your basketball career, did you have an articulated competitive philosophy, something short that meant something to you, that really stood for what you played?
My philosophy was a very simple one. And this is where I think film plays a big part of my life. Rudy was one of my favorite films growing up. Right, and if you guys haven't seen Rudy, I suggest you go you watch Rudy.
The reason why is it's Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame, so we don't get crazy about that.
I think the USC football program has done okay over the years. So it's, but after watching that film, I come to understand if I could work that hard every day, with being blessed with the physical tools that I have, what would my career be? And I made a promise to myself from that day that I was going to work that hard every single day, so that when I do retire, I have no regrets. And that was the most important thing for me, is to leave no stone unturned, get better every single day. And if I lived that way, then over time, I'd have something that was beautiful. But that was my philosophy. It seems like a pretty simple one, but if you live your life to just get better every single day and do that for 20 years, what do you have?
That's exactly right. Did you, you seemed at peace both before and during the game. Pre-game, we watched you. During the anthem, you seemed to go to a place, were you generating calm, focus, confidence? Do you have a mindfulness or meditative practice that you used while you played?
Yeah, well, Phil introduced meditation to us when he came to our team in 99, 2000. And it was something that I instantly gravitated to because I could see the effects. Right? When I used to watch, studying the games, the Bulls teams, and watching their demeanor, watching their composure, playing in a tough place like Utah, doing the finals and being down 17, but everybody was like this. You couldn't tell if they were down 17 or up 20 or a tie game. It never changed. And I was wondering why the hell that is. And that's when I started doing more research. And when Phil came, I immediately gravitated to it and then found myself accepted the challenge of finding what that space is. And for the 81-point game, man, to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about the game. My knee was hurting so much. I didn't know then, but I had a flap of joint of cartilage stuck in my joint line. And so my mind was really trying to go to a place where I don't feel that pain. And the game started, and because of that, I was just in a different space. I wasn't worried about what was to come. I wasn't worried about what just happened. I was just here. And when you're just there in the moment, playing plays right in front of you, your focus is heightened because nothing else matters. That's the space I've tried to get to.
It's a perfect definition of mindfulness, in the present moment without judgment. And
not for nutrition though, because I did have a pepperoni pizza the night before the game. And full disclosure, I also had a plain quarter pounder with cheese before the game. So to be young.
Dinner of champions, exactly.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
yeah.
eat that now.
Yeah, nutrition didn't come till later.
So you talk about practice, and I want to underscore that. You know, Allen Iverson, who was a phenomenal player with the 76ers, famously ranted about, you know, when asked by a reporter about missing practice, and he just went, you know, practice, we're talking about practice. I mean, it's practice, not a game. I mean, it was classic. He went on for minutes. You know, the Iverson approach is not the Kobe Bryant approach. You really focused on practice. Tell us what you brought to practice and how you sort of made that standard for the rest of your team.
Well, I mean, here's why practice was important to me. Not from just the standpoint that I enjoyed playing. Like, I enjoyed being there. I enjoy getting better. But as a leader of a team, it's also your responsibility to elevate the rest of the guys. And what people tend to get stuck on a lot is saying, okay, the way to make players better is to pass them the ball when they're open. That's a very trivial way to look at things. What you have to do is you have to get them emotionally to want to be better. You have to get them to an emotional space where they wake up every morning driven to be the best version of themselves, right? And how do you do that? And in practice, for me, it was a chance to drive them, to challenge them, right? And this is where you have to know your teammates, because if it's late, we just had a back-to-back and we had practice the next day, and you show up and guys don't feel like going through the motions, don't feel like practicing. It's important to know each and every one of them individually, personally, because then you know what nerve to touch. Some guys, it's like, okay, come on, we can do this. That'll get them going. Other guys, no. You got to figure out what button to push. You know, Powell was always Spain. If I tell them how they lost in a gold medal to us and how they're going to lose again, how I'm going to beat your ass in practice, just like I beat you in a gold medal game. He would hate that. He'd hate that. But that's what practice was. You have to drive them. You absolutely have to. And if practice is more intense and harder than a game 7 will be, then a game 7 will be easy. But if it's not, then that's when teams start folding and capitulating.
You know, it's a perfect segue to, how to create a high performance culture with coaches and team leaders. You know, everybody's sort of got to be on that page of helping you become the best version of yourself. Speaking of that, we have someone who'd like to ask you a question from Seattle. Please roll this question.
Hi, this is Pete Carroll from the Seahawks, joining in with Professor Belasco's class and with one of the all-time greats, Kobe Bryant. I'm thrilled to be part of this night. But I just have one simple question, really. Kobe, you have been one of the all-time great competitors that have ever played in any sport. And I'm real curious to know what it was like for you with all of the grit and all of the makeup that you had to be such a great competitor. What was it like for you to play with people that weren't as gritty as you were? How did you deal with that? How did you set your expectations knowing that you were so far out there? And how did you deal with the players that you played with, knowing that they were still kind of somewhere on the spectrum, but you were on the top of it?
Good question.
It's a great question. My response might sound a little tough, but I'd kill him. I'd bury him. It's tolerance for that and the kind of culture that the Laker organization stood for winning championships is not tolerated. You're going to show up to play, and you're going to lollygag through this scrimmage, through this drill. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to let you know I beat you. I'm going to want you to reconsider your professional life choice. And for the most part, people will say, okay, that doesn't make a great teammate. Well, I'm not here to be a great teammate. I'm here to help you win championships. So there's a difference. Fortunately for us and for me, we had an organization that, It was championships or nothing. And they were really good about identifying that and bringing players in here that had that competitive streak and, you know, getting rid of the ones that did not. If I got to fight to get you in the gym, that's a problem. That's a problem. You want players that are gym rats, players that want to be in the gym, that want to work. And then from there, you build on top of that. But if you're lazy, man, I don't want to talk to you. I won't deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumber. You know, you know, you're going to lower my level. I don't think so. You can go over there. There's plenty of teams in here where you'll fit right in.
Well, you mentioned
at the time they were right down the hall from us. So you know, they were.
You mentioned the organization, and you know, we're talking about leadership, not just on the floor and the players. Within a basketball franchise, the players, you know, they're accountable to each other, to the coach reports to the GM reports to ownership. Let's look at leadership from both the players' perspective and the organization. So to help us with that, please welcome the president and the controlling owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, Jeannie Buss. Oh, so good. So good. It's so good to have. I made a call upstairs.
Yeah, I see.
Welcome to USC campus. When I heard that you were going to be here, I had to stop by and welcome you and tell you thank you for inspiring another generation. I'm sure everybody's enjoying having you here today.
Thank you. Thank you. This is family, man. You know.
But speaking of that, so can you share the relationship between Kobe and the Buss family with your dad and you, your brothers, and what he's meant to the franchise and your family?
For us, you know, Kobe was drafted at 17, and I'll never forget meeting him. He was a eager.
Good morning, Ammo. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Everybody watch the bridge. Watch the bridge. We're hanging out listening to our morning speaker is Kobe Bryant this morning. Let's fucking go. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday morning. I love anything Kobe Bryant. This is super duper good. Here we go. Watch the bridge. Here we go.
Young man, and I'll never forget our waiter. We went to lunch, and our waiter, Kobe asked him if he spoke Spanish, and the waiter said, "Yes, I do." And Kobe said, "I'm going to learn Spanish." And I thought that was so odd for somebody so young to give himself a challenge like that. And now you speak beautiful Spanish, Italian. You do your press conferences in both languages. So, you know, the idea that we had a franchise player in this young kid was a gift for our family. And, you know, the idea that you have been a Laker for 20 years throughout your entire career, that meant a lot to my father, Dr. Buss, that you were a Laker for life, and you were.
Thank you.
You always get.
So what changes, we're talking about leadership, and I want you both to answer this. What changes did you notice in Kobe from coming in at 18 to maturing, becoming sort of the leader, not just sort of Shaq and Kobe, but what changes did you notice over time in him?
When you have your star player who is the first one at the gym and the last one to leave, it sets the bar for everybody else. He made my job so much easier because of his leadership. I don't think he ever really gets the credit for the amount of work that he puts in, because he made it look effortless. And, you know, sometimes, you know, his teammates would get a little frustrated with you because you did set the bar so high. But that's what made the Lakers great for your tenure as a Laker. And we miss you.
You know, in most, you know, as Kobe said, the Lakers play for world championships. They don't play for division championships or conference championships. They play to win it all. And from 1997, when Kobe came in the league, through 2012, the Lakers were in the playoffs all but 1 year. The last few years of Kobe's run, they were a young team and they were out of playoff contention. How does your attitude and leadership deal with changing goals? You know, I know it's good to say that you want to win the championship every year, but it probably wasn't really a realistic one. So how do you adjust? How do you adjust as the team leader? And then what conversations does ownership have with the coaches and teams about rebuilding?
Jeannie is so sweet that she saw me work so hard for so many years. And the last few years, her and Rob, who was at the time my agent, called me and said, listen, we are so sorry for what happened to this team. We're sorry that we don't have, seriously, it's like we're sorry we don't have a team around you that can contend for a championship. I mean, you know, so we can make a few calls and get you on a contending team if that's something, because we just feel horrible about seeing you going out there and struggle. Remember this? And I sat there and I listened. I said, you know, we've known each other for a very long time. Now I'm questioning myself because I'm wondering what about me makes you think I would jump ship? We don't do that.
Because
we don't do that.
we couldn't take losing and how angry you would get.
I know. That's probably what it is.
We were scared.
Yeah, I flipped a few tables.
It's like,
Maybe more than a few tables.
it's like that Kobe face.
Yeah.
It's
I felt bad for Mitch. Well, not really. A little bit.
When we lost to the Celtics in 2008, you and Phil Jackson used to say it's worse to lose in the finals than to not make the playoffs at all. And losing, especially to the Celtics, was that much more difficult. But you just took that right from the court and went to the Olympics and led the team to a gold medal. So you took that, and then you were on a mission to get back into the finals and win, and you did. And like,
but we played. It's fan, but to me, it's fan. Like it's not like the Lakers. I've been a Laker fan since 5 years old. Man, I know the Laker history all the way from Minneapolis all the way to where it is today. Right, so it's in my blood, and this family, her father, believing in me and standing by me and also stuff. Like I'm not gonna go anywhere. Like this is home to me. You know, we work through this stuff together, and like, you know, as a leader, you gotta be able to take the good with the bad, man. You can't just because the ship's sinking, all of a sudden I'm gonna jump off and swim to another ship like that. You don't do that, right? You can win championships in front of everybody, and you could miss the playoffs in front of everybody. You gotta be able to take both sides of it.
Or sign with Golden State.
But they weren't losing.
It's the opposite view. It's the opposite view.
No, it's hard. It's hard to stay.
It is hard.
And that's why in the jersey retirement ceremony, I talked about that. It might have been easier for you to leave, and you didn't. And that,
Yeah, if you're doing something that's so easy, man, you might want to reconsider what you're doing. Like I can't. Durant's been a friend of mine for a very, very long time. Yeah, I mean, he's been a friend of mine for a long time. So has LeBron and all those guys. Would I make the same decision? No, but that's their decision. That's their choice. I would have stayed, but it is what it is.
Yeah, people have to do what's right for them. It's not a judgment. It's just a fact. So it is. It is.
It is what it is.
So, Jeannie, you mentioned the retirement ceremony, and it was unique, one, because it came very early. He'd only been retired for a year. As people know, Kobe switched numbers from 8 to 24 during his career. Why did you decide to retire 2 jerseys in both numbers?
Well, that was kind of a debate that we had internally, and really the whole idea of retiring a number a player is that no one else can ever wear that number again, because you will always think of the former player great in that number. And so we knew that no one was ever going to wear 8 or 24 for the Los Angeles Lakers ever again. But if you took the body of work of Kobe wearing number 8 and Kobe wearing number 24, both of those players would qualify to be on the wall. And he just happened to be one who had such an amazing career. He deserved to be up there twice.
I'm so grateful that that Jeannie was able to come here. I know you've got a commitment that you have to go to. I'm going to say this off the record. Would you ever come back and talk about your businesses with our students at some point?
I would love to.
Let's thank Jeannie Buss for coming by. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jeannie Buss. You can see why Kobe, some of these, Kobe, Jordan, phenomenal players, probably not coaches.
Well, I do coach my daughter's team. Oh, I do. I coach my daughter's team. She's it's a 6th grade basketball team. We run a triangle offense. We do. And you can't tell kids to scorch the earth. I mean, they're too young for that, right? So you got to first teach them how to scorch the earth, right? So you got to teach them fundamentally how to pass with your left hand, how to make left-handed layups, how to dribble appropriately, how to proper spacing, and all the basics first. And then when they get to 17, 18, then it's Dracarys.
All right, so let's just make a note for admissions, 7 years. Let's put her on the radar and let's keep watching her play. We've got a couple more minutes and I'm going to have students ask you some questions, but I want to dive into your businesses now that you're sort of transitioned from basketball. It's interesting because most athletes and retired athletes focus their business efforts around building their own brand, their personal brand. And certainly, you have a brand, you have a shoe, but you've chosen to do something else, something that's more bold, something that you really haven't done before. Can you tell us why you're doing this, why you're going into a creative endeavor like Granity Studios?
Because I love doing it. I mean, it's that simple. You have to sit and ask yourself what is truly going to get you up in the morning, what's going to keep you up at night. And, when you find what that answer is, you stay true to that. I've built a brand for the last 20-some years, personal brand, which is great. But that is not where our focus is going to be for the next 50 years, right? It's what we are doing now. Are we taking a big risk? Yeah, but I think that if we focus on one thing and do that one thing exceptionally well, we won't fail at that one thing. So sometimes you got to put the other stuff to bed and focus on what you believe is the core of the company, and that always starts from what you love to do the most.
So let's focus on Granity. Bryant Steibel Partners is primarily a venture fund, invests in early stage and growth stage companies. Your partner, Jeff Steibel, very experienced investor. You guys have had some wins already with some great companies. But I want to spend some time on Granity because I think that's where most of your creativity is expressed. We talked about setting limits and artificial limits and beliefs on ourselves. Granity Studios, what does the word Granity mean?
It means greater than infinity. And I just took those words and then made a new word. And the whole idea is that, when I started playing the game, everything was about trying to be the best. Win as many championships as you can, yada, 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 yada. You get older, you start to understand that really it's about the next generation, that these championships do come and go, right? And there'll be other people that win championships, but the most important thing you can do is to pay everything that you've learned forward to the next generation to come. And that's truly how you create something that lasts forever, right? And so the fundamental belief of the company is create forever. Now, how do you do that? And that's how you create something that's greater than infinity. Inspire one who inspires the next, who inspires the next, and on you go. And that's the foundation of it all.
That's great. And Granity Studios sort of two different areas, content production and publishing, right? Can you tell us on the content side, tell us about Detail with Kobe Bryant and is it Puny Pete and Friends?
Puny Pete and Friends.
Tell us
That's
about
a fun
those two
one.
things.
Well, Detail, we'll launch that April 12th on ESPN Plus. And what I observed a lot in my career is how players study film. Right? Because now it's become like you watch game film and you see what you do right, you see what you do wrong. Okay, let's do more of that, let's do less of that, right? But the way I grew up, from Tex Winter, Phil Jackson, the way film was broken down, it was broken down to the smallest detail. It was broken down to the right angle. It was broken down to foot placement, timing, looking at the posture of a teammate. You know, what could he be thinking? What could he be feeling? Same thing with the opposition. You know, you watch the feed, watch players go into the timeouts, who's talking to who's not talking. You start looking at every little thing. And so watching the game for me would take like 5 hours. And that attention to detail is what's missing. So I felt like if I can put that in a show and have the next generation, these 11-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids start watching the game at that level, what are they going to be when they're 25? You know, what level would they be at then? It's a passion of mine to get that thing going. Like I said, April 12th will be the first episode.
It's so interesting, you know, we learn so many things when we're younger, and then we never really turn back to learn how to learn. And so this is a tool to learn how to learn and learn how to become great. And then what about Puny Pete and Friends?
Puny Pete is like, it's decided to create like a sports version of the Peanut Gang, which is like the funniest thing. It's awesome. There's these little kids, this kid named Puny Pete, and God bless his heart. No matter how hard he tries, he can never seem to get shit right. But he tries and tries and tries and tries. And it's a podcast. And what I wanted to do with the podcast is, you know, typically you hear a person talking and then the podcast almost becomes white noise because you kind of hear somebody talking and then you gotta, did you pay attention? But what I wanted to do is take it back to, you know, where there was no TV and sports was telecast on the radio. And so we have these two characters, Clark and Kimberly Spice, and they're the announcers. So they're our vision into the world. And so they want to grow up to be the greatest announcers ever. Right. And so they're commentating on what it is that we see. And you have these kids that are out there playing all of these sports, baseball, football, basketball. And it's really about the relationship between them all and about the power of dreams and success and failures. And it's a series about their journey, but it's fun.
And it's podcast, right?
Podcast. Yeah.
And on the publishing side, I've heard that you have like 9 different novels in development. Can you tell us what realm they're in? And what role do you play in generating the characters and the content? It's
YA, and it's all sports and fantasy. So, having kids, if I try to tell my daughters you have to work hard and all sorts of stuff, like they just kind of look at me like, yeah, Dad, yeah, we get it. And they just kind of go in one ear, go out the other. So I've had to start trying to figure out how to seed that into stories, into content, into short stories, right? Stories I can read till them at bedtime. And then that's when the messages would sink in because they pay attention to a character more so than they would pay attention to what the hell I'm saying, you know? But I trick them because I wrote the story, ha ha ha. And so that's where this whole idea kind of started. And from there, I just started kind of outlining different characters and creating an entire world that's centered around sports and fantasy and magic. And the first novel series that we'll release is called Willoughby Wizenard. And it's a magical coach that comes in to teach these kids the magic that's within them and use fundamentals of the game and the emotion within each character and how they navigate those emotions to reach their full potential.
Those are universal themes. It sounds like you're sort of using the Disney model. You're building a studio in Orange County.
Yeah. Getting
Hollywood talent to come down there and join you.
Well, we need great writers, editors. If there's anybody in here in this room that fits that bill. We're in Costa Mesa, so anybody that loves sports and loves story and loves fantasy,
so it's
got a home for you.
You know, we just happen to have the #1 cinema school in the world, probably the most storied athletic heritage in all of college sports, great business school, great engineering. So I think there'll be plenty of people that will probably be joining you at Granity.
Awesome.
And I'd like to, before I turn it over to the students to ask questions, I really find it fascinating that you have sort of immersed yourself in something that is, very different than professional sports. it hasn't really been done before, and that I hope you feed your creative side through Granity like you fed your competitive side through sports.
Thank you.
And I just wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's start off with some students. You can stand up too. Stand up, tell them who you are. Got about 6 or 7 for you.
Hey, Kobe. On behalf of everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Sarah Hughes. I'm a master's student in the entrepreneurship program. I played on the beach volleyball team as an undergrad, and now I play professionally for Team USA. My question for you is, what did you know and learn at the end of your career that you wish you knew at the beginning?
Understanding empathy and compassion. Right? Because as a young kid, when I came in the league, it was like, I'm driving this way, and either you're going to be on the train or be on the track. Right? There was no such thing as understanding that people have lives outside of the game, which apparently I did not. But like if I understood that at an early age, and it helps me as a leader to communicate better. I came to understand that later, and getting to know people on a personal level. What are their fears? What are their insecurities? Right? What are their dreams and ambitions, desires, those sorts of things? When you come to understand that about a person, then you can help them reach the best version of themselves. So I wish I'd known that earlier.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So, Kobe, how you doing?
What's happening?
I'm Jordan McLaughlin. I'm a senior here working on my master's in communication management. I played on the USC basketball team here. My question for you is, I'm preparing for the NBA draft right now. Mm-hmm. So what recommendations do you have for someone on picking an agent?
Don't, because it's a dying business. I hope there are no agents in here. No, I'm kidding. I was very fortunate because Rob was the kind of agent that worked in collaboration with his players. Right? So my advice to you is find an agent that's going to collaborate with you, not point you here, point you there, right? Or work behind the scenes in the shadows without you knowing what the hell's going on, right? An agent that's going to have you be a part of the meetings, right? Have you in that room, discuss with you. Not just pop a contract in front of you, but actually walk you through clause by clause what it is that you're signing or getting into, and get your feedback on it. If you can find an agent like that, man, you're doing well, man.
Appreciate it.
You got it, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Hey, what up, Smoka? Good morning, man. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday morning. We're just hanging out. We got a little bit left of our morning speaker, Kobe Bryant, this morning. This has been a really good one. I always love the Kobe Bryant stuff. Right, here we go.
Hi, my name's Waverly. I'm a senior majoring in international relations and global business. And I've really enjoyed hearing about your different projects and new businesses. And I was wondering if you've had to tone down your competitiveness and your approach in a new work environment.
Yeah. More than a little bit.
Yeah.
No, like I said, basketball is different because it's such a direct competition. And what we do now, there isn't. The competitiveness that I bring to work every day is really helping people, in a sense, be competitive with themselves, right? If you're animating something, or you're writing a screenplay, or you're composing a piece of music, is that the best you can do? Right? Don't ask me. Don't say, okay, do you approve? Don't ask me. I'm not the musician. I'm not the composer. You know, right? So the competitiveness is more from an individual perspective. Is this the best you can do? And if the answer is yes, then off we go. So it's different. Mm-hmm. It's different.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Very welcome.
Hi, Kobe.
Hey.
My name is Victoria Yarrick. I'm a junior
broadcast journalism major.
My daughter came to watch them play, by the way, volleyball, and we were sitting right there, and she was like, "Oh my God, they hit that ball so hard." That was the first time watching you guys play, so.
Thanks for coming. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
My question for you is, players like Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan are coming forward, sharing their stories about mental health. What is your take on this, and why is it important that elite athletes join in on this universal conversation?
Well, that's a great question. I think it's important for athletes to own what it is that they're going through. It's awareness, right? I think a lot of times we try to tell children, tell young athletes in particular, that if you have those thoughts and those feelings, that's weakness. That's bad. You shouldn't be feeling that, which then causes them to, right, feel some type of way about themselves, right? They carry that around with them for the rest of their lives. And I think the most important thing is for us to be aware of what's going on in here. Not that it's bad, good, or indifferent, but it's awareness. And once you're aware of it, then you can choose to walk hand in hand with it, or you can choose to fight it, but you're making that decision. If you just can constantly bury that in the distance, then it starts festering and it comes up in different ways and manifests itself in different ways. So I think it's unbelievable what DeMar and what Kevin are doing, and hope to see more of it.
Thank you.
You got it. You got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, how you doing?
Fantastic.
I'm Satori. I'm a dance major here at USC. I'll be the first graduating class, and I'm a junior now. So of course I have to ask, a lot of times dancers and athletes find themselves at odds with each other, even though their crafts sort of demand the same thing from them.
Sure.
So I have to know, how do you see dance and other art forms and athletics in alignment with one another?
Well, there was a year played Indiana Pacers in the finals. I rolled my ankle really bad. Jalen Rose stepped under me on purpose. He admits it now, finally. Rolled my ankle really, really bad. I came back, finished the series, but I couldn't touch a basketball till mid-September, which was driving me crazy because I couldn't train. But I looked at, this was like the 10th time I rolled my ankle in one season. So I'm looking at that and I'm saying, okay, I got to address that. And so being that I couldn't get on the basketball court, what I did was I took tap dancing lessons.
Okay.
No kidding. I took tap, and tap was like the best training for me in the world because it strengthened my feet. It changed my rhythm and my approach to the game. I was able to change speeds when I came back the following season. I think dancers put way more strain on their body than athletes do. And I think there's a lot that can be learned from that. My daughter took ballet for several years, and I would sit there in the class, right? And I didn't know what I was getting into because I don't know anything about ballet, right? But I'm sitting there in the class, and I'm watching her get the first position, the second position. I'm learning the structure and the rules that go along with that. And as athletes, there's a lot to be learned from that. Because if you simply go out there and perform and play, yeah, you'll be great every now and then. But if you play with structure, if you understand the rules that come along with that, the discipline that comes along with that, then you reach another level. But you guys have my respect. If other people don't see that, they're idiots. That's on them.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks.
By the way, I was a horrible tap dancer, by the way. That Mamba mentality didn't translate to that shit, man.
How's it going, Kobe?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. So my name is Malik. I'm a senior studying communication. I'll be earning my master's in communication management. I'm on the football team. So I was just wondering, what is the most important thing that I can take away from football that would translate into my life after sports?
Well, I mean, it's different for everyone. I think for me, it was the discipline, the teamwork. I mean, I think teamwork's the most important thing. In a sense of, sports is a place where you can have so many different ethnicities, people from different religious beliefs, political beliefs, but you're all grounded with one focus of achieving one thing, right? So being able to put those things to the side to accomplish a goal. And that's one of the strongest lessons I think you should take from team sports.
Thank you, appreciate it,
man. Good luck to you.
How you doing? I'm Captain Corbin Pierce. I'm a active duty reconnaissance Marine.
All right.
And also a father. So I have a last question. I have a family question for you. Off the court now, how do you inspire and foster that vision of greatness in a child? You talked a little bit about the stories you tell them. I'm a mentality that's very different than what they see every day in social media and so on?
I try to get my kids to see the beauty in the process. So when they got old enough, I used to take them with me to workouts. And they used to be over there kicking a soccer ball around or whatever, but they would see. Right? It's not they sitting there and watching upset, but they would see. They know I'd get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? They know I'm training again, and this film, Dear Basketball, I mean, they were there with me as I was writing it and going through the animation process, going through step by step. And I think the important thing that we can do as parents is to lead by example, but also encourage our children to think incrementally. Not to say, okay, I want to be like, Gianna, for example, my daughter who plays basketball now. She said, Dad, can you teach me how to play basketball? I'm like, sure. She's like, okay, I want to be better than you. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's start with 15 minutes a day, right? And for 15 minutes a day, we just stood right in front of the hoop and just shot, right under the hoop. We didn't move around. We didn't do any dribbling. Just 15 minutes a day, just shoot here, right? And you do that for a month and a half. And then next month, you step back. And the next month, you step back again. And then you start working on dribbling, right? And so I think through actionable things is how we teach our children. Right, because we can sit there and tell them, we're not, we're a kid, we didn't listen, right? But through sports, you can teach them how to think things incrementally because that's the way they behave. And if it becomes a part of their process in sports, it'll become a part of their process in life as well.
Thank you. It's an honor to hear you talk. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, amazing questions.
Imagining you training your daughter to play basketball, I sort of thought of the Karate Kid and Mr. Miyagi. Just do this one thing. Just do this one thing for a month. So for a month, his daughter's just shooting like 3-foot bunnies from the front of the rim.
That's it.
It's been a great time. I told you. And speaking of Corbin's last question about parenting and Mamba mentality, I want you to share why we promised to get you out of here and what you have to do today. What's your other obligation?
Oh, because I don't like being second in carpool line. No, I'm joking, but I'm really not. No, my schedule's always the same. I get up super early, I write, I work out, I take the kids to school, and I go to the office, we work more. And then every day I'm there in carpool to pick up my baby from school. And so I don't miss that. I don't miss it. And competitively sometimes when I pull up and there's a car in front of me, I'm like, how the fuck? How are you here before me? Like, I'm here 50 minutes before. Like, what the hell? God. Yeah.
Always could be. Imagine if, cutting you off at carpool, just like you dodging in the last minute, cutting you off. Just always competing some way against yourself.
No, it's just annoying. It's just annoying.
Well, at USC, we compete as well. We compete for the best students, the best entrepreneurs, the best dancers, the best athletes, the best engineers, the best guest speakers. We really try and bring everybody here.
Right.
It's sort of interesting because he went directly from high school to the pros, technically he has eligibility left. He does. So I thought I would bring a great representative from USC to help thank you. Please welcome the head football coach, Clay Helton. Clay.
You would be the prettiest whiteout on the face of the planet. I know that. Well, Kobe, thank you so much. Thank you for what you've done for the city of Los Angeles, for what you have done for this Trojan family today. I'm going to tell you, the greatest gift you can give somebody is your time, and you gave your time today into your mindset. I've always thought that you were one of the most fierce competitors in the history of any game. Today, I now know that you are the fiercest competitor, and you taught these young people that to be great, you have to welcome competition. It's something that is innate in all the great people, and no matter what field you're in. And we'd like to thank you from our Trojan family to you, and we'd like to make you an honorary Trojan.
All right. All right. All right. Look at that, man. Sweet. How about that? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you being you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stay up here. Hey,
Yes.
students who ask the questions, get up here for a quick picture. This will show off the guns nicely right here. This will be nice. Students who ask the questions, come on up really quickly. Guys, thank you for coming today. It's been a great day at USC. It's great to be a Trojan. Have a great week. Fight on.
That was dope. Hey, good morning, Kayla. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. We just finished our morning speaker. It was Kobe Bryant. That was great. And he's a legend.
He is indeed a legend.
Let me see what we got for music. Let's go with I like this one. It's loading. Play a song and smoke and see where we're at with our morning. I don't know. Hey, the fucking bridge is up again. Let's go.
Right. What up, Brandon?
Hey, good morning, Brandon. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. It just reminds me of Too Fast, Too Furious. For real. Anytime I see a drawbridge, I just think Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yep.
Dang, this shit does not want to load. Let's see what's That's cool. Get to see bridge. Never, ever, ever. None of these songs want to load this morning. All right. Let's go with... Oh, there. Here we go. Cheers, everybody.
Got your effortlessly. That's the way
Dub Bears.
Yes.
Dub Bears. Dub Bears, Dub Birds. Those birds are just patiently waiting. Damn, that's a big ass bird back there. That's like a fucking eagle or something. I don't know. It's like a turkey vulture or something. Oh, let me see what other camera I can grab here.
An immature eagle? Oh.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
It's a little choppy. Maybe see if it'll load in. It's fucking otters.
Otter.
I don't know why this one's so choppy like the other. Oh shit, he's holding on to something. Little floating little bastard. Dang, I wish this one wasn't so choppy.
Oh, okay, Mom.
See, this one's not choppy. Fucking fish.
Fucking fish.
Oh.
Just kidding, jumping fish.
It's early as a muddy trucker there, though. It's probably an hour, even an hour, like, earlier than Man Bear. So, like, it's probably 6:20 there. That's a guess.
We're 1 minute out.
Hey, we are 1 minute out. All right, we'll go back to the Eagle Bear cam. That's a big ass baby eagle, Ma. I mean, I don't know about baby, but you know what I mean. Like, this one's a little choppy, but it's not really that bad. But, like, I couldn't do the otters. Like, that skipping shit drives me crazy. Happy 420, everybody.
Baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it. You all up in my flavor rave, still don't know what that flavor made. I make major plays and get high for days, so I ain't trying to hear what you gotta say, cause you really don't know what I got going on, bruh. So better watch your tone with me or set me off, so please don't go ruining it. Telling other folks how I'm doing in this. I like privacy
when I'm pursuing shit. That's why you can't really say what I'm fooling with. But I'm sorry I've been distant, avoiding all your persistence. Please don't take me different as I refuse all your resistance. Cause baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it. Baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it.
Don't know what I gotta say, cause every single time you push away all that anger, throwing shade, words go sour like lemonade. Take a step back and envision this. What's the deal with all the shit? Knowing I need none of it. Why I gotta deal with foolishness? All I wanna do is live in peace. Why y'all always bashing me? Take a deep breath and smoke some weed. Throwing that too so carelessly. Why so hard to mind your biz? Spaced out ways before the quiz. No one stresses quite like this. All I wanna do is live in bliss.
Baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it. Baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it. Baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it. Baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it. Baby, can't stand these bitches all up in my shit. Who do they think they are? Trying me and my patience is running low and I don't know if I'll make it. And I still don't say shit, I just take it.
Right, Mom?
For real, you can probably just walk in and like grab one.
Right?
Man, oh man. Well, I don't know. Say our farewells and smoke one more. It's been a very dope morning so far. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. Oh, what's going on over here? Nothing. All right. Cornbread, it's all yours.
Much love, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for the morning show. It is a great way to start your day. Make sure that if you would like your pet, animal, anything, featured on Cornbread's Curse, please reach out. We'll get you all the information we both need. Stay lifted, stay positive. Make sure that you are following everybody on the co-production team because you don't want to miss out what's going on. It's Thursday. I had to second guess myself there. It's Thursday. But much love, everybody. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Much love, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been a dope morning. Great morning show. Great this day in history. Much love, Vicki B. Great morning speaker. I always love the Kobe Bryant speeches and interviews and stuff like that. Great tunes. I hope to see everybody this afternoon. Dodgeball registration is still going on. If you would like to be on a dodgeball team and you are not, please let me know. We do have plenty of spots left on teams, so definitely get on. We'll start the season on Saturday. Please make sure you're following everybody on the Cove team from the one and only Mr. Cops Lot. Don't miss Token Tunes every Tuesday night. Make sure you're following Europe Entertainment. Don't miss Europe Manigans every Sunday morning. Make sure you're following Michael Hugo, Man Bear. Don't miss out on all the vibes he brings to the shows. Make sure you're following Matt Productions. Don't miss out on all the music he's got coming out. Make sure you're following Kelsey Dab's Dabber Chick. Don't miss the Dabber Chick show every Wednesday. And make sure you're following Cornbread. Make sure you're following her new page, and don't miss out on all the vibes she brings to the morning shows and afternoon shows. Thank you to everybody that helps support Cove-TV. I'll make this possible. Cove-TV is literally brought to you by viewers like yourself. I would not be able to put the time and effort into all of the segments that I do without the help of the Cove-TV subscribers and the people that help support the Cove. With that being said, I hope to see everybody this afternoon. We'll do something cool this afternoon. And much love, everybody. Have an amazing rest of your day. And cheers. Bears.
Yes. It's me again. And I'm back. Woo.
That's fucking adorable. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. That's fucking awesome. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Much love, everyone.
Hot